Good morning guys, and welcome to this little chat. Now today I'm talking about a local band. Because I live in Birmingham, the band I'm talking about was from up the road from Wolverhampton, and this band was originally called Ambrose Slade, but everybody would know them as Slade. So excuse my little coughing spell. This is one of their early albums. As you can see, they're looking like skinheads and that, from what we knew them from the 70s, because they changed to the glam rock era. Now the difference with Slade was some of the names, what they called the record, what the songs was called, had the different, like a word spelling. If you can see on the back of this one, you can see it's spelled different, because it's gonna be my Jane, good to be Jane, because the word, the thing what Slade did, instead of like spelling it the right way, they used to spell it sort of the Black Country, because they came from Wolverhampton, what was part of the Black Country, and their accent was slightly different from a Brummie accent. So that's where they got their quaky thing, like, come on, see the noise. Yes, you can see the spelling, it's CU. And because some of the songs were spelled like not the way you usually spell them, because they did it like in the Black Country way. So the back of this one, you can see them live in concert. Now, as I go through, I've got a few of the albums. That is their first album. I presume this is their first one, or there might have been one what they made as Ambrose Slade, but then they changed, took not the Ambrose and just called itself Slade. Now this is, if you can see the cover of this with all four of them, and you can see the title, it's slightly different, because the way they did it was all different, you know. They made the names stand out. They did do a film called Slade in Flame, because they didn't really make it in America, but they was big over here because they had loads of hits. They started off, well, if you can see, I don't know if the camera can pick up, or they had hits from the early 70s to 1984. But after the 80s, the end of the 80s, they started losing their, fame and that. But a local lad who was in a local band called Black Sabbath, who left Black Sabbath and formed his own, went solo, he was going to play at Reading Festival, but he had to drop out because he wasn't ready. So they decided to bring in Slade, but at the time Slade was at the low, and they was about to split and do their, start doing jobs and that. So that was their big lucky break again, after the downfall of Slade and that. And when they went on, it was like a rock festival and all rockers was there. And when Slade came on, the crowd got small. But as soon as they started playing, everybody came back. And when they was finished, everybody started calling out for their Christmas song, which was Merry Christmas, everybody. When that came out, they had I presume, I think they got to #1, just beating another local band, Wizard, which was Roy Wood, his song was Merry Christmas. And you can always tell when it's Christmas time because you go to the shops, the big shops, and you hear over the tannoy the Slade Christmas. So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody. They did bring out a song, out a C745. That is, if you can see it. On drums was Don Powell. Bass and vocals was Jim Lee, L-E-A. Lead guitar is Dave L. Rhythm guitarist and main vocals was Noddy Older. Now Dave L still tours with the Slade, but it's not with the original members because all of them decided to, take a step back. But Noddy did go into radio, becoming a radio DJ, and he did a bit of TV. A few years ago, he ended up in hospital, but he's a lot better now, and he's done a book, and he's still, rocking and around and getting, because most of the songs was written by Noddy and Lee, even the Christmas one. Now, the record what brought them back to the limelight, if I can see it, is Run, Run, Run Away, and that brought them a hit. I don't know if that was the one what got them their first hit in America, because originally they started to do a tour in America, but the one of them went ill and they had to pull out. So in the end, they didn't really make it big in America, even though their songs were big all over the world. The well-known Christmas one, not America has heard this one, but if you do decide to watch this video and you're from over the pond, I advise you to go and listen to Merry Christmas, everybody, because that is a real true Christmassy feel-good song, and it's always played. You can always tell when it's coming to Christmas. The radio stations start playing that, the shops start playing it, and everybody knows it's coming up to Christmas time. Well, Slade had their like a greatest hits, and that's them. With them, Slade is still like, their music is still played and that, and everybody likes Slade and that. But the thing is, that's another one of their albums. As you can see, they like to put different meanings, and there we go with our next album. If I open this up and show you the centre page, bear with me as I flick through. That's what they look like on stage and that. And I will show you pictures. First we got Noddy Oldham with his big sideburns, because that was what he used to wear in the 80s and that, those big sideburns. And then Dave, there's Dave. He always used to wear outrageous outfits because of the glam rock era and that. Next, if you bear with me, as I'm turning the page and getting to the next person. I think this is, if I'm right, that is Lee, as you can see. And finally, he was like he played violin on one of the records and that, and here our final picture is let's see what. Don Powell, the drummer. They, as you can see on the back, not his hat, because he always used to wear hats and that. But Dave always, every time when there was on a TV show called Top of the Pops, he would come on with a outrageous outfit and that, and you never know what he would come on for that show. So this is my little history of these guys, if you can see them. Old, Bold and Blue, this is Albin. And this is my little talk about Slade. And I will leave you with the pictures of the albums, if you can see them. All in a row. Oh, before I forget, one extra thing. This is a Doctor Who episode, a Christmas one, and it's called Last Christmas. The reason why I mention about this episode actually has the Christmas song Merry Christmas Everybody. So if you've seen this episode, or if you go and watch it on iPad or whatever, the music in the episode with Peter Capaldi as the Doctor is Slade. And this is where I end my little talk about Slade and a bit of history of him. The Black Country Lads. And I hope you enjoyed this little chat about Slade and where they came from. And I wish you a fond farewell and look after each other. And I'll leave you just to look up all, let me miss this one, all the albums of the Wolverhampton band Slade. And my little talk about Slade and their records, so I wish you a goodbye.